Kia ora koutou katoa, nau mai hara mai ki te ao Hākinakina, your sports show right here on your Tribal Pulse, te Korimako o Taranaki, 94.8 FM and 98.4 FM. Well, he is a young up-and-coming boxer that has the world at his feet, focused and driven to succeed. He's an example of how hard work and dedication can bring about success. Coming from a family of fighters, he has a bright future, and we're lucky enough to have him on the show here with us. Huriwaka Dean, no mai hara mai.
Kia ora everyone, my name's Huriwaka Dean. I'm from New Plymouth, born and raised. I've been boxing for about 10 years now. So ever since then, every day I've just been boxing. Always having my mum and dad, my family with me on the way onto the journey to the top. I have a great coach, great friends, a great team with me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the journey ahead as well. I'm just going to keep training hard and let my results pay its price. So yeah, I'm an Australian champion, Australian Golden Gloves. I'm a 3-time national champion in New Zealand, a 3-time Golden Gloves as well, and also I'm a 3-time most scientific boxer. So yeah, I train hard every day, and all my accomplishments, they always, they pay its price. So all my hard work always pays off in the ring. So yeah, every day I'm just grinding hard and achieving my dreams.
Awesome, Huriwaka. Hey, it's really cool to have you on the show, mate. To see someone so young and vibrant like yourself in the world of boxing. So now I hear you started off at the age of 5 boxing, but however, has it always been boxing, or has there been other sports that you've played?
So around my primary intermediate days, I was playing ball. So yeah, I was just every day. I was every weekend as well. I was just playing basketball and trying to balance it out with boxing. And then it came to a point where mum and dad were just like, so it's gonna come to a choice. You're gonna have to want to do basketball or boxing. You're gonna have to choose a choice. So I just said I had to choose one. So I felt I had more potential and talents in boxing. So yeah, ever since then I've just stuck with boxing, and yeah, here I am now. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. Now, what was it that got you into boxing? How did boxing start? Because obviously you started so young. And what was it that made you keep coming back to boxing? What did you enjoy about it, and how did you start?
So first off, when I was around near 5'4", Dad just chucked me in boxing, and but something that probably keeps me going and just wanted me to start boxing instead of basketball is probably just the grind and just every day just training hard and just getting better, and just evolving every single day through boxing. So yeah, I'll probably say that's why I chose boxing.
Yeah, what a good answer. Now, I understand that you've been part of the Box Office Youth Academy since it started. Speak to us about the impact that academy has had on your life and what makes that academy so special.
I'll probably say it had a big impact because just the people as well, the coaches, the boxers, it was always like a good, aura around them. So I don't know, it just made me want to stick around there. There was always good people around, people at the gym as well. But yeah, man, it's just even just the boxing. Coach has good ways to make sure you're evolving all the time. So yeah, it's just every day evolving, and the people around there. It just it's just a good vibe. So yeah.
Nice. Now you started at the age of 5, but when did you actually start to realize? What age were you when you started to realize, actually, I'm not too bad at this, and I might actually try and pursue a career and try and chase some goals here? What age were you when you kind of started to realize that you're pretty good?
I'll probably say around maybe my 3rd or 4th fight. I just realized that I was actually getting pretty good. All my hard work was paying off. So yeah, it just came to a point where it was basically no turning back. I had nothing really going for me if I stopped boxing. So if I just kept boxing and I kept having these fights and winning, then I knew I would just keep evolving. So ever since then, I've just been evolving into the person I am now, and still to be getting better. So yeah.
That's awesome. You keep using the word evolving, which is great for a young man to keep working on his craft. Now, you've had over 30 fights. You've won, 3 national championships, Golden Gloves. You've been named the best boxer for your age twice. You must be extremely proud of your journey thus far. And what are some of your most memorable moments that you've had so far in your boxing career?
Probably my nationals and my Australian Golden Gloves. Those are probably my biggest achievements so far. But yeah, them two are definitely one of the most special ones to me because they're the biggest of the biggest in New Zealand and Australia. So yeah, those two will definitely hold a good place in my heart. But yeah.
Awesome. So that obviously, winning those type of titles don't come alone. It comes with a support team and coaches and whatnot. So who are some of the key people that have been part of your journey so far, and how have they helped you reach and achieve your goals?
Definitely my mum and dad, and they've been there since day one. I would not be here, without them. And another one is my coach. He also wouldn't. I would also not be here without my coach. My family, they always help me with, my traveling and all those, lotto jobs and stuff. And also my teammates, they're always there for me as well. We're all evolving together. We're always traveling together, and but yeah, definitely, family, friends, my coach, and my mum, they all definitely play a big part in my journey.
Nice. Shout out to Coach Jake and mum and dad for all their hard work to help you get to where you've got to now. Obviously, being an individual, but a team sport that comes with its challenges. You're in the ring by yourself. So, the commitment and hard work and dedication that is required for the sport must be quite hard. What does a normal day look like for Huriwaka? What does your normal day look like from morning to night?
So a normal day would probably, wake up in the morning, have a morning train, maybe a run, then go to school, do some mahi there, then, go to training then. But some days I would have 2 to 3, but one of them would most likely be a strength and conditioning. That's at Snap Fitness with one of my S&C coaches, Neil. So it would either be 2 or 3 trainings in a day, but when it's coming up to camp days, it would be 2 minimum, and most likely have 3 trainings when I'm in boxing camp.
Wow, fit, all right. You must be super fit, doing all that training on a daily. That's awesome. Now, some of your idols. Who are some of your idols within the sport of boxing, and those that you look up to and that kind of inspire you to keep pushing?
There's a few fighters I look up to. There's this guy, Naoya Inoue. He's from Japan. His nickname, the Monster. I think he's number 2 pound for pound in the world. So yeah, I look up to him a lot. He's from Japan. He's like really sharp, around my size and weight, but he's really sharp, smart boxer. So I like to look up to him. And then there's also this guy from Russia. His name's Bivo. I get called him a lot from my family and friends, but I'm nowhere near that yet. But I will be up there soon. He's from Russia. He's a very strong and smart boxer as well. So yeah, there's a few fighters to look up to, but them two would probably be one of my favorites.
Ah, that's awesome. They are good fighters, those guys, that's for sure. And yeah, I love your confidence. You're going to be up there one day soon. That's awesome. We can't wait for you to be up there as well. So now I understand boxing is a bit of a family affair, like a lot of your whānau are into it. I hear your sister is also a 2-time national champion. How does it feel to have whānau and siblings alongside you on the journey?
It was good to have them there. It was a little, fun competition as well. Always spying each other and seeing who's better. But no, it was good to have them along on the journey as well. Unfortunately, they stopped now, but they're still training every now and then. So it's still good to have them around. Having a little fun with them through spying and pads and all that, and training with them. So yeah, it was good to have them on the journey, and it's still good to have them now with me. Every now and then I get to have a train with them. So yeah, it was good to have them with me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Always good to have whānau around you. What about friends? So within the boxing circles here at Box Office and other clubs in Taranaki, there's some other good boxers coming up. Any other names that you might want to put out there to keep an eye out on?
I have a few teammates. One of them's Hugo. He's a 75 kilo. He's 17. So he's definitely one of my good teammates coming up, and also another one, Cordell. He's one of my good teammates as well. He's a 2-time national champion, another Golden Glove champion as well. And yeah, both of them, we all traveled together, nationals, Golden Gloves and stuff, and Aussie. We all traveled together and made good memories. And yeah, all of us is just getting better together. And yeah, so they're definitely two to look out for the future.
Awesome. I'll be keeping an eye out for them. That's for sure. That's for sure. Now, I understand, I might be wrong, but did you have a training camp in Fiji recently and you're off to Australia soon?
Yep. I won in December in Fiji. It was a little training camp and 2 fights. I had 2 fights over there. And yeah, I was lucky enough to win both of them as well. Two very tough opponents, very strong as well. But yeah, I had a nice training camp with a couple gyms from here. They're also over there in Fiji with me. It was a good training camp. It was just, get the experience in and, see what it's like over there, because we might have a couple more like Oceania champions. They might be over there in Fiji this year. So yeah, it was good to, have a little work around there, have a good fights over there as well. So yeah, it was a good experience to be over there.
Nice. So what's next for Huriwaka Dean? What are your goals and ambitions moving forward?
As of now, I'd probably say Australian Golden Gloves again. I also want to become another national champion. But if we're to talk long term, I would really want to make the Commonwealth team, Commonwealth Games as well, and also Olympics. I want to become gold medalist there, and then after that, I would make my way to world champion.
Yeah, I love it, love it. Bring it to TSB Stadium. We have a big fight night there.
Yeah.
Hey, so lastly, from what you've learnt on your journey so far, been in boxing the last 10 years, if there was another young boy or a young girl that wanted to get into boxing and pursue a career in the sport, what bit of advice would you give them?
I would probably say, as long as you stick to it, you have good discipline, a good heart, and you're willing to train hard, then you'll definitely be on your way to becoming a world champion, Olympic medalist, or whatever you want. You pretty much got to train every day, have a good mindset and discipline, and yeah, make sure you have a good circle around you, and yeah, make sure you're with the right people, and train hard every day. Keep believing in yourself, and yeah, you'll be well on your way.
Wow, what a fantastic young man, Huriwaka. Really appreciate your time. Thank you for coming on the show to kōrero with us. It is an inspiration to hear your story and to see the sacrifice and dedication you have shown to your sport since a very young age. Something that is truly remarkable. We wish you nothing but the very best, bro, and your future endeavors, and we'll be eagerly following your journey. So on behalf of all of us here in Taranaki, go get it, mate. Show them what you're made of, and we're backing you all the way.